Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here with another Star Trek Starships Eaglemoss review. This time it's 154. This is the Klingon Transport, or officially known as the Klingon Rebel Transport. Now, eagle-eyed viewers of you will notice that we've already done this one, which is great. Fine, nice little model, but I'm going to redo this fully anyway because Eaglemoss on the last one said we couldn't send out the magazine. There was an error, there was some sort of problem, so sorry, you can't have the magazine. But you can have the model. So we had a look at it, we looked into what exactly it was, but let's do a proper review this time, shall we? So, as per usual, magazine's there. Let's get rid of the model for a bit. And let's dim the light, zoom you in, and let's have a look at this magazine. Right, starts off. Type transport, launch 22nd century, propulsion warp, surprising, crew of 57. Okay, so I haven't actually been through this. This is kind of all new to me anyway. Klingon transport, the base, we figured out it went on the back anyway like that, so it's not a problem. Location, the Alpha Quadrant, it's only 55 meters long, which is fine, but they were operated by refugees. This was in... Was this in Judgment? I'm not quite sure the episode. I think I got it last time, but bear with me, I'm trying to do a new review on this anyway. So, Klingon Transport, after they were fleeing the homeworld, they required aid from the Enterprise, which is the NX-01. Was that actually in the episode? Because all I saw, there's a snippet at the end, I think, there wasn't much of. There must have been something on anyway. Expert 01 responds to the distress call. The transport ship. Captain Archer and his crew found the ship in a bad way. That's technical for, isn't it? It's a bad way. Now it looks, I don't know, it's a little different colour to this. It's a lot lighter green on there. Strange reflection of this, but then again, this is what I don't understand about the Enterprise series is it was the time we went into space with warp technology. Fine. Went in before then with little transport ships and not much else. But Enterprise was the first Federation-ish sort of starship which went out. But the technology on other ships, which thought the Klingons had been out for at least a good few hundred, maybe a lot longer years than us. So their technology should have been a lot better than us. Okay, so it is a lot more in here. There must have been defending against what looks like on the dashboard here on the Klingon ship. Yeah, it's him. That's a bit silly, really, isn't it? Starting to have a nice relationship with the Klingons, and what we're going to do, we're going to fire on them. Well, that's why the Klingon Federation War went on for a little while. Oh no, it didn't. It wasn't a 5-year war. It was only a little skirmish, according to Discovery. Let's not go down that aisle just yet. Right, so we have the front of the ship here, docking port, guest docking port there, cockpit obviously. Looks like a cargo container like these sections may come off. Yeah, cargo passenger pod, here we go. Docking port this side, standard. Starboard and port, warp nacelles, impulse engines, slap bang in the middle. And, this was the episode where Archer was on trial. And I'll get you in on this one because I think it's a little bit... they basically copied Star Trek 6. Everything of it, the chambers, the judge, everything was supposed to be first time ever with Kirk on trial. But Archer beat him to it. I don't mind Enterprise as a series. But if you're going to do something... Well, actually, no. I want to say if you're going to do a storyline... make it original, but then they did, and that's where everything cocked up, especially with the Xindi. How do you have a race of a civilization that just we've never seen before, and a big civilization as well? But hey ho. Okay, so there's different sorts of transport. I remember somebody actually saying on the earlier video. If you want to, I can put probably a link in the description. If not, just search back a few videos in my on the list, or on the playlist for Eaglemoss, that there was no room for landing gear legs, and I never noticed that this possibly may have had landing gear, even if it kind of had a marking on the bottom where it could possibly come out. But there you have it. There you have it. It does potentially have landing gear, either one at the front, two at the side, two at the front, two at the back. So yeah, whoever you were right. You were very right. Okay, Goodman's Trial. See, he even went to Rura Pente. That's what made me laugh about it. Everything exactly the same. He even went to Rura Pente and was saved. Little bit odd. Little bit odd. We went down to the gavel, which is it's a claw with a ball in the middle. I didn't mind the episode. I don't know what was actually wrong with the model. Not the model, the magazine on this one. Not Duras. Yeah, Duras. Bad man. Bad man. I don't know what... They didn't actually explain what was wrong with the magazine. Whether or not it was something that they put in there with the spelling mistakes, pictures were wrong, whether or not the printers are completely cocked up or not, I don't know. So, yeah, the next one would have been the Duval, but we've done a review on that one. So, like, it just go with this. I'm going back a couple of episodes to go to 154, but yeah, because we didn't get the magazine anyway. So there we go, magazine, rear of it. Let's get the model out and have a look and see if it is actually any good or not. Unless you watched the other one, thinking no, it's. What my review on it is. So I can't get that out. Didn't think I could get that out last time. 1162-A/A or /A-A. So first run of the models anyway. Right, according to this, it goes round the engines. Look at that, very nice and pretty. So holding it in place. Holding it in place. It feels like it's going to go there all the time. Does it even go? Does it go around there? It looks like it must do because there's curved parts inside it. Not happy with that at all. But this is why I keep these in the boxes and not on display, so I can show you them at a later date. So let's get closer in, shall we? Right, tight, tight, tight. There's the cockpit there, deflector dish on the front. For some reason there's 4 red windows on the top, but it's Klingon, and everything inside is usually red, covered in blood or whatever. Some nice markings at the top of there. You can't really see them with the naked eye. All these top sections on here shows how small it is with my fingernail being there. Well, there's some round sections, a squarer section. So they've actually done some sort of level of detail on the paintwork on here. A lot of weathering, hell of a lot of weathering. And that's a big seam gap. The pulse engine on the back there. Yeah, it's clear red plastic, not painted, which is good. I like that. Means if there was ever a possibility that you could light these, then you could very easily do it. Not like the warp nacelles here, where you've got painted, so you couldn't really do it with them. I said last time I thought these. The warp nacelles look very much like a Jem'Hadar. Possibly, I don't know, like a weapon or something, or maybe their engines. I don't know. Maybe I'll compare it one day. Maybe I'll look back at all these videos one day and go, what the hell were you on about? You got your docking port there. It's not a bad detail on this. There's a lot of... It looks like it's been sprayed, because you got all the little dot marks on there, but it's not a bad level of detail on here. Let's get on the underside from left to right. Here we go. I said before, I think, that I thought this was like a Thunderbird 2. It seems like a colour of the Thunderbirds and maybe this section could be interchanged, which they are docking cargo containers anyway, but it looks like it would be a semicircle, and the square part that would disconnect. 4 on this side, possibly 4 on that side. So it is an interchangeable pod sort of system, which looks quite interesting. This part here reminds me of something. Maybe the funnel part of a, I don't know. It's like a bridge section of another ship for some reason. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Maybe a funnel off an engine or something from like a cruise ship or something. Looks like it might be 3 parts there, like the exhaust vents on top of a cruise ship. I don't know. It looks good. I quite like this. There's a lot of rough and ready parts being added onto it. A hell of a lot of detail, especially even inside there. There's a lot of parts in it that you can't readily see. A nice pattern down here. The bottom section does kind of leave it a little bit lacking, because it's just smooth, just with your weathering, which looks like it's in the wrong direction here. Why would it be weathered that way? Would it be weathered that way because it's flying that way? I don't know. Unless this is how they were stored and scratched and scraped, all these parts. But yeah, I can see that there really should be some sort of area on the bottom here for landing legs or something. Those two, no, they wouldn't. Those two possibly, maybe landing legs, go out here. Maybe that comes out from underneath. Section at the front, I don't know. It just looks like it's missing something underneath. They just completely get up with actually trying with it. It's kind of strange on the front how you got this navigational deflector. And once it zooms in, I'll be fine. There you go. It's just a big... Is it just me, or does that look Bajoran? I don't know. I know there were parts, I think it was the Romulans from the original series that stole other people's technology, or was it the Romulans and the Klingons and just share everything? Until you found out that the Romulans and the Klingons really didn't. And they really didn't like each other. I'm going to say, there's a lot of teeth behind there. It's looking more like a fish, this, every time I look at it. Very different. Very, very different. I mean, this is the good thing about different sorts of sci-fi, that you can easily change things and do your own ideas. I mean, I'm kind of starting to watch, alright, shout at me as much as you want, just starting to watch The Expanse, and I've got 3 series to catch up, and Series 4 is coming out soon. At the time of this recording, Series 4 is going to be coming out soon. I've got 3 years worth of sci-fi to catch up on, and to be honest, I'm halfway through the 2nd episode, and I'm quite excited. It's different, it's rough and ready, but this kind of harks back to that sort of era. It's older, it's kind of, it looks new at the time, but we go forward to the 24th, and when we got the new Picard series, the 25th century, or at least we're 1 year out from it, things will be more streamlined, smoother maybe, or we're going back to a rough and ready era. Don't know. I really don't know. But it's not bad. It's kind of fills in a lot of blanks. How would Klingons go from A to B? How would Klingons have their gach transported to them? The answer is on one of these. This would be some guy who's no honour, no family, no nothing. Here you go. Flies this ship full of blood wine and other Klingon goodies. And off you go. It's a nice little ship. I do like this. More and more I look at it, it is a lot better. So anyway, I'm going to put this down. We're all done. Hope you enjoyed that. If you've watched it for the 2nd time, hope you enjoyed it again. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this with as much as you can. We're getting close to 500 subscribers, so I'd really like to get a good party going then for 500. If not, we'll just plod along and see what happens. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.